Welcome to Boys on the Bench podcast, your premier source for everything in sports betting. Plus, if you guys haven't tuned into our social media accounts lately on Instagram, TikTok, or X, let me be the one to inform you that Boys on the Bench and Daily Grind Fantasy have partnered together to bring you the most premium bets the world has to offer. Check the link out below in the description for more information. But, guys, in today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you my 6 favorite prize pick bets for this Sunday's last regular season slate. Guys, for my first prize pick bet, I have Tyreek Hill going for under 96 and a half reception yards. I know, I'm going with it. It just doesn't feel right to me this week. The Buffalo's defense has been a tough against the pass this season. They are not prone to giving up big plays, and that is all Tyreek Hill specializes in. I believe the Bills will approach this game defensively to shut down the pass, similar to the way the Ravens did. Last week, Tua passed for 237 yards, and Tyreek Hill went for 76 reception yards versus the Ravens. And I'm kind of projecting something similar in this matchup versus the Bills. I'm probably going to say that Tua is going to pass just north of 200 yards, and I don't believe Tyreek Hill is going to be responsible for half of those yards. My next prize pick bet that I have is Stephon Diggs going over 60 and a half reception yards on the other side of the ball, squaring off for the AFC title. So the Bills have been trying to keep Stephon Diggs fresh as he hasn't topped 70% snap share since week 14 against the Kansas City Chiefs. At this point, I believe the Bills will need all hands on deck in this matchup to keep their playoff hopes alive in Miami. Although we're a little late of most fantasy championships, expect Diggs to have his best performance in this last regular season game to punch their ticket into the playoffs. My next prize pick bet I have for us on this slate is Kenneth Walker. I have him going for over 57 and a half rush yards. Kenneth Walker has hit this bet only once in the past 4 games played, but I'm not going to let that scare me. I'm still loving his usage in this offense and what this team is capable of on the ground. The Seahawks have always been a run-heavy team, and I believe Pete Carroll will chew more gum than usual, pumping more oxygen into that offensive mind and reminding himself of his roots. Walker has been just shy of 5 yards per carry this season, so I don't think 58 yards rushing will be too difficult for him in this favorable matchup versus the Arizona Cardinals. Guys, my fourth prize pick bet I have is Geno Smith versus the Cardinals. So I have him going for under 274 and a half pass yards plus rush yards. So only because I think they're going to lean more heavily on Kenneth Walker and their running backs in this game. With that being said, I think that Geno will have a good game, but I'm not expecting him to pass for over 275 yards. And to boot, Geno isn't known for escaping the pocket and making a run for it. His best rushing stat of all season was 33 rushing yards, which was last week versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. And besides that, there were only 3 times he did rush for over 20 yards. So he does have a pretty good receiving crew, probably one of the best in the league. But then again, like I said, the Seahawks are known for their rushing game, and I think they're going to stick true to that when they play the Cardinals. They are a very poorest team on the defense side of the ball when it comes to rushing. So I think this is going to be Kenneth Walker's day. So my next prize pick bet I have is Bijan Robinson versus the New Orleans Saints. I have him going for over 82 and a half rushing plus receiving yards. The Falcons still have a chance to make a playoff push in this final week, but it starts with them winning this game versus New Orleans. However, Arthur Smith needs to wake the hell up and utilize their first round running back to get this run game going. Last time he played New Orleans, he rushed 16 times for over 91 yards, which was just shy of 6 yards per carry. When given the opportunities, I think Bijan has everything he's capable of being successful, but he just needs the opportunities. Also, Bijan has been heavily involved in the passing game, averaging 7 to 8 targets per game. So I'm expecting the Falcons to roll with Bijan early and often. I think he's going to ball out in this tough matchup versus the Saints. So I'm expecting 100-plus yard performance in this last regular season matchup to show exactly what he's capable of going into this next season. So, to say the least, my last and final prize pick bet is Justin Fields versus Green Bay. I love this rivalry. I think he's going to go over 196 and a half pass yards. I don't think that's impossible for Justin Fields. I think that's very easily capable of. He's passed for over 200 yards 7 times in the last 12 games he's played this season. What I like about this, though, there's many rumors around him staying or leaving the Bears, considering they have the 2024 first overall pick. And the Bears stand in the way of the Packers from reaching the playoffs. But I really like this pick because it feels more personal for Justin Fields to me in this rivalry game. So I believe going over 196 and a half pass yards is very doable. So I'm all about it. So, guys, with that being said, whether you're a seasoned bettor or just starting out, Boys on the Bench is here to guide you to your next big win. So, in order to make those bets count, tune into our channel daily on Instagram, TikTok, and X, where we're giving out prize pick winnings to one lucky bettor who likes and comments on our posts on a daily basis. And if you can't get enough, we also have a community of bettors who are also passionate about winning and offer betting tips and advice in our Boys on the Bench Discord. So, guys, check it out. Anyways, let me know what you think of the prize picks in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Help it grow. Anyways, we'll see you in the next one. Ride the pine.